Motorists and pedestrians are being warned to take extra care as the thaw sets in. Freezing rain and black ice is making many roads and paths hazardous. Hundreds of passengers left stranded over Christmas departed today following the opening of Irish airports. However, some transatlantic flights were cancelled due to poor weather on the US East Coast.
Here at last, passengers who've been waiting for days to get to Dublin began to arrive as soon as the airport reopened early this morning.
Missed Sunday's flight, missed Tuesday's flight. We're finally here. Almost a week late. However, we're joining our son for Christmas dinner, so what could be better? A late Christmas, a St. Stephen's Day Christmas dinner.
Despite short delays to and from some European airports, the airlines are clearing the backlog. But today, blizzard conditions on the east coast of America led to the cancellation of 4 Aer Lingus flights to Boston and New York. This evening, hundreds of passengers are queuing to rebook. Some of them have been in the queue for hours.
Since 12 o'clock this afternoon.
And where are you trying to go to?
New York.
And what have you been told?
We're told that was cancelled and we don't know anything yet. We don't know what's going to happen. See what happens.
We're stuck here tonight, Dublin. Before Dublin, one night in Rome.
Meanwhile, on the roads, despite today's thaw, conditions are still treacherous.
There's still ice in clumps, particularly on secondary roads, and that's more or less everywhere. But the northwest and certainly the Dublin area, County Wicklow, still plenty of danger out there. And we're also seeing the roads are filthy. There's a lot of grime and dirt left over that was in that snow, and branches are falling off trees in places. So still a very dangerous night on the roads out there.
Rain is forecast for many parts tonight, and the fear now is flooding.
And Beth Ann joins me now from Dublin Airport. Beth Ann, weather conditions are changing, but what is the outlook and what are the dangers?
Well, Met Éireann are warning that the combination of the melting snow and the heavy rain that's forecast, there has been rain already today in many parts, could lead to some localised flooding. Now, of course, the temperatures have risen. There's plenty of snow still about, but the snow is melting, and that'll make the roads wet and slushy. They're getting busier as people are out and about. Road conditions have improved, of course, as the snow starts melting, but that brings its own problems. They're still slippery with the slush, and the temperatures this evening and tonight are not forecast to be below freezing, but there are still icy patches around. So the advice from the Gardaí and from AA Roadwatch is not to be complacent and to take care.
Well, after the tears and upset in that building behind you there ahead of Christmas, we're now post-Christmas. The weather is changing. The airport's open again. What are they saying there about being back on track, getting flights out?
Well, the Dublin Airport Authority says that they're getting back to normal, and unless there's a further deterioration in the weather, they don't foresee any problems. There were great scenes in arrivals today as people who've been stranded, unable to get back for Christmas, finally did make it. There were some delays in departures, mainly to northern European airports where there are still problems, Germany and also in London. But the main problem this evening is with the US. There's very bad weather on the east coast of America, heavy blizzards all the way up the east coast from Georgia to Vermont. They're predicting a foot of snow in New York. This has led to the closure of airports, including New York and Boston. That in turn has led to lots of flights being cancelled, including 4 Aer Lingus flights from Ireland, 3 from Dublin, 2 to New York, 1 to Boston and 1 from Shannon to New York. And that means that there are hundreds of passengers in the departure lounge at Dublin Airport now unable to fly to the US. They've been queuing, some of them since before lunchtime, to try and rebook. A spokesman for Aer Lingus said they were trying to get people on the next available flight because no one knows when that will be, because the weather is predicted to continue snowy blizzard conditions in America.
Beth Ann, thanks very much indeed for that. And